1, 2, ready, play.
Patio lanterns. Lanterns. Patio lanterns. DL podcast. The caveman. The gardener. Patio lanterns.
Jump
right
into
it.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Happy birthday! Happy belated birthday, guy.
Oh, thank you.
It's
That's
the
right.
big 25 for
Big
the
25. Yeah.
How's it feel?
Not great. Getting
Oh.
old, but I'm over it. It was a couple days ago now, so I've all the dread and anxiety that comes with it is gone.
Yeah.
Until next year.
This is the prime of your life, man. Everyone thinks you're like, wow, 25. It's quite the number. You know, it's only like this is you at your physical peak right now.
Oh no, I don't plan on hitting my physical peak for at least a few more years. So.
Oh wow,
I've
you're always
written out
peaking physically.
You could say that I'm always peaking. Actually, people have said that about me. They said I've heard whispers on on the public bus. They said that they see that guy that he's looks like he's always peaking.
Every time I see him, it's just he looks hot.
He rides the bus every day.
Yeah, Jesus, that's
yeah,
cool.
It's great.
That's really cool. That's gotta be a good feeling.
Yeah, it's good. You went on a big trip, and now you're back.
I did go on a big trip. I wanted to ask you, did you have a birthday party, Kurt? Any kind of celebration?
Not a party in the traditional sense, more like a party in that I was alone at my apartment on my birthday after work. But
yeah, okay, sounds pretty good.
So, yeah, is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight to everyone that you're a loser, and that's what you're... No, I wanted to ask you, are birthday parties acceptable for males?
Sure, why not?
Sure? Because
A birthday party could be anything.
Yeah, but I don't know, I don't see many, like, you know, the girls get the balloons, like, it's always like a night... It's their birthday week, you know, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But you never see guys doing that kind of thing.
Well, they still have a celebration sometimes. Like you just get everyone together and do whatever.
Kind of like what you did.
Yeah, kind of. I made people make it, or I made people think that all you guys were with me, so that I kind of faked everyone out. I don't know if anyone saw that.
Yeah.
But I've kind of gotten pretty good at Photoshop. So yeah,
I can't even tell if it was real. It's like, is this fake news? Is this fake?
When did this? Real? What? When was I there?
I was in the office. What?
Yeah, but no, guys can have birthday parties. Sure.
Okay, good. Thanks for. I was just curious.
You usually don't see the extravagant birthday months with all the balloons and stuff, but you can still have a party.
Yeah. I've always talked with Ryder Hoy about getting him some some little, the big gold, silver balloons. I always thought he'd look good with those. The big,
He would
2.5.
He would really look good with those.
He'd
He
be
would really
just
look good with
beaming.
those.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be nice. But, if he listens to it, I'll give him to him for the next big
When's
birthday.
his birthday? When's this coming? Is he
2
going to be
days
in the
before
country?
mine.
Is he going to be here?
Yeah. Who knows, man? Guy's a wild card.
Yeah.
Absolute
Okay. Yeah.
wild card.
I would. Yeah, I would definitely do that. I think you would like that a lot.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know. So I went to Mexico with my dad. It's pretty great. Went to Hualtuco, Mexico. Hualtuco, hey.
Hey, wait a minute. I was there. I was there in January, just very briefly.
Really?
That was one of my stops. Yeah.
Oh,
it was
sweet.
Hualtuco, just for a day there.
Cool.
But I didn't see you there. But that was probably because I was like over a month ago, and you.
Well, I should have
were
asked
just
about
there.
like if they saw this son of a bitch, like to show them a picture.
Hold up a
of you.
picture. Have you seen this man?
Have you seen him? He's probably liquored.
He's got my family.
I want my family back. What'd you think of the town?
Nice, I guess.
Yeah.
That'd be one word to describe it.
Yeah.
You don't really like when I was on a cruise ship, and you only get a very little taste of each little country or
sampling.
city. So I can't give a full written review of Hualtuco.
Yeah, that's it.
What was it? Yeah. So just did a little quick tour there. Got in, got out, just the way I like it, and 5 stars, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It turned out pretty good for me and my dad. It's the first trip that nothing went terribly wrong. I mean,
Wow.
we have a good track record of something always going wrong. Like the last trip we went on like a cruise in between Australia and New Zealand, and we got just so sick as a dog out there. I mean,
Both of you.
both of me. My dad got sick first, and then he infected me, and it was just it was worse than swine '09. I'll tell you, it hit hard. It hit fast, and it was bad. There's another time we're in Hawaii, and like this palm branch fell on me from like 50 feet, and just like it scraped my arm. And I was bleeding up, and this tourist behind me is like, "I've been coming here for 6 months every 40 years. I've never seen that happen in my life." And that was with me like sitting at the beach for like 5 seconds as soon as I arrived.
Never heard of this happening before.
Oh yeah,
I just pictured like a palm tree falling over and like pinning you to the ground, like on your back. My legs.
Yeah. I'm still leaving room for that. That'll probably happen. But yeah, nothing went wrong. What did go wrong were people's attitudes towards me and my dad out there.
Like the locals or
the locals, yeah, the locals. They kept on thinking that me and my dad were brothers. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like there was 4 separate occasions where people asked me like, "You guys brothers, hermano?" I'm like, what? No, of course this is my dad. My dad's 57. I'm 24. Like Christ. It's just I just got I got first time you kind of laugh it off. Okay, this guy's had a bit too much to drink.
jokesters.
Yeah, the jokesters down here. There's like the 4th guy is just head in my hands, just like, oh my god.
That's not the first time though, is it? That people mistaking you for brothers or something?
No, that's the first time that's happened. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, that's the first time. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I can see that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, like, what do you even say to that?
You just say, I don't know, you just
my
say
dad?
no.
Yeah, of course you say he's my dad, but like, there's no comeback. It's not like they're trying to like chirp you. Oh,
No.
you got a couple brothers. Like, you're like, fuck you. No.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's all you can do is just say, is just like
yeah.
really yell at them and call them out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that happened. Kind of burned my bacon a bit, but what can you do? We're in Mexico, having a good time, getting liquored up, had some fun.
Couple boys out on the town.
out in the town.
Boy, trouble.
Yeah. It's a couple of bad hombres out in Mexico.
Do you wear a sombrero?
No.
Wow. Do
I
you
should've
at least
thought.
lube up your head with sunscreen?
Oh, yeah, you got to.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's kind of like the top of your shoulders that get burnt really easy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The top of your
yeah.
head's just in that line of the sun. It just gets roasted.
Okay.
But I got a half decent tan out of it.
Do you ever get one of those? I don't know if they actually make these or I've just seen it like on The Simpsons, but you ever been to a sports game and bought like a nacho sombrero and then it had the dip inside the rim and then you eat it?
Yeah. No, I haven't ever seen one. If I did, I would have bought it for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be too good to pass up.
Yeah. Like it'd be pretty funny wearing it with like a shaved head, just feeling all the oils kind of seep through the taco shell.
I think I must have just saw it on The Simpsons once. I must not have actually seen it in person or in real life.
Oh, I think it'd be a real big hit.
But like once there's this gets to a certain point where that's just going to create a mess on your head.
It's going to create it's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta, like the salsa seeping through, you know, if you got beef on top, it's just a mess.
Salsa or guac or
Guac,
sour
yeah.
cream or whatever you
God.
want.
Yeah.
That's something. That's something
Whoever's
you should
wearing
look
that
into.
would be taking one for the team, that's for sure. Because it'd be hard to dip yourself. You couldn't. It'd be like you'd have to just kind of like reach on top of your head and like dip a chip in.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. The hat is your or are your chips. So you're breaking your hat off, and you gotta. It's kind of like Jenga. You gotta pick. You gotta be strategic with the chips that you're breaking off, or else it's all gonna just spill down your face or your body or head or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's classic. Yeah, what'd you think of our podcast with the Ken McDonald 2 weeks ago?
I loved it. I thought it was really good.
I mean,
first
that
of
guy
all,
can talk.
I mean, yeah. First of all, Ken I thought was a great guest. He can really talk. He's got a great voice for podcasting, a great face for it too, and he was excellent. He just went on and on and on about his dumb bubble marijuana story, and then we also made fun of you at the end. By the way, I was at Sun Peaks last weekend. I guess that's what I did for my birthday, as I was out there for a couple of days, and one of their chairlifts has that bubble thing that Kent was talking about. So,
okay.
It's a normal chairlift, except it has this bubble that comes down, just like the
just
footrest.
like you said.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Okay, so like it
didn't
just
run
protects
into
you
any
from the
big-
wind.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, Kent was great. Loved it. And then also just having the audience there, like doing it live. I thought it really added to the podcast. Like it made me really, both of us actually, it made me though just feel like hilarious. Like I landed every joke.
Yeah, big time. Like they were eating it up.
Yeah.
Eating it up, Kurt. Like it was incredible. Oh, like
I
you just want
actually-
to like do this live every time.
I know, and I mean, I went back and listened to it a few times, and I don't know, I was just laughing to myself because it was just the audience laughter and clapping at just the best times.
Yeah.
It was really great. So, what do you think?
Oh, I thought it was great. I really like the laugh tracks are great. I mean, like, I always think about the one in How I Met Your Mother. There's this dominant male laugh in the background.
Okay.
Where there's one guy is louder than all the rest. He's kind of like, you know,
Every
there's that
episode?
guy. Yeah. I could always hear him, but it's just,
Okay.
yeah, we got to get those people in the studio audience that really have those good laughs.
Yeah.
Maybe a certain friend of ours that changed his laugh
How do
several
you-
times.
Oh, I think I know who you are referring to. How do you get to be within a studio audience? Is it like, do you like buy
Tryouts.
tickets? Like, is it tryouts? It's not tryouts. But I'm thinking you
Oh,
buy
that's a big
tickets.
deal,
Like
Kurt.
if you're going on Ellen or Oprah, like you would buy tickets and then
Yeah.
you just have to
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of luck, maybe.
Like if you're in town, like doing tourist stuff or something, and you see they're recording or filming a show, and you just go and buy tickets to sit in the audience and watch it.
I think so. That's one thing I've always wanted to do with my mom is Price is Right. I
Right.
love that show. I love Price is Right, man. I'm fucking good at it.
Do you like Drew Carey?
Yeah, sure. Great guy.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
You know, tough transition from Bob Barker. The guy's a legend, but yeah, he's doing good. You know,
Right.
they got some. You know, I'm in love with the models, the Price is Right models.
Of course.
Oh, just stunning, absolutely stunning.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I digress. Yeah.
Okay, well, I have a couple positives because I feel like we've been a little negative the last couple episodes, especially. I mean, well, actually, no, it's mostly your part. It's always your part because you got all the rants. I got some rants in there though, some good ones. So let's just reverse the clock. That doesn't make sense, but let's just do that. So
Okay, I'm
I've
with
got a
you so
couple
far.
anti-rants, a couple appreciation little monologues.
Okay.
So do you listen to podcasts, other than this one?
I do. Yeah. I
So-
really enjoy it. Yeah.
Like I use the Apple podcast app. I have an iPhone, so I just use that app. And one thing that gets really underappreciated is the fact if I start a podcast, I'll listen, and then I'll pause it. I got to pause it for a second. I'll go back on it and play it, and it'll start like 10 or 15 seconds before I actually stopped it. So it gives me that little window to get caught up and make me. I remember where I'm at, what they're talking about, and I don't miss anything. And I was thinking about that the other day. I was listening to ours and another one, and I was like, wow, like this is great. Like, why are people not talking about this? Like, too often do we focus on the negative. We really need
absolutely.
to point out some of these positive things. We got to be a little bit more optimistic.
Oh yeah, like 99% of things in life are great, fantastic. But
Yeah.
just human nature to focus on the 1%
Right.
that really pisses you off, or and just everyone
makes
wants to
the
improve
headlines.
everything. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Are we turning into
The other-
the feel good podcast here, or what?
I that's doubtful. I mean, we could if this is well received and we can kind of come up with some stuff, we can become the feel good podcast. But I think people miss Ryan's rants, and I think most of all, I would miss those rants.
Oh, yeah.
So let's
It'd be bad for my health too to keep that all bottled up. I mean, what did I do before this podcast? Who did I rant to?
right.
You know?
Yeah, like I don't talk. I am so like non-social. Like throughout the whole week, I don't talk to anybody. I just do the bare minimum, and I just save everything for the podcast. Like this is all I got. I'm laying it on the line right now, and
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, man. Like I was gonna say, if you were gonna tell me, high school Kurt, that we would have a podcast, I'd say you'd be dreaming.
I'd say, what's a podcast?
Yeah, but I remember there was a friend of ours. She asked me like, "Oh, what do you and Kurt do together? Just like sit there in silence, like when you hang out." Just because.
Wait. It's like recently somebody said
no,
that? Or
like when we were in high school. Like
oh,
when we
yeah.
were 12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
like,
we
what
often
do you
did
guys
just
do?
sit in silence. We connected on multiple levels. But yeah, no, I understand. Totally understand. The podcast is good for everyone, especially us. The other positive I have for this week's Feel Good corner here is toilet bowls. So on the typical toilet seat, I've noticed if you look underneath the seat, they have these little rib sections or these little bumps. So that actually stops the toilet, or not the lid, but the seat part. So that actually stops the seat from sitting directly on the rim. And the rim can get pretty nasty sometimes, especially if you're in a public washroom or you've got some rude guests over or whatever. So it actually it keeps the seat nice and clean. And I thought, this is ingenious. Like whoever invented this part of the toilet is like an unsung hero in my mind.
Oh yeah, that little bit of who can take credit for that? Being that guy. Oh, let's just raise it up.
Like what is it? Like half? Yeah, a quarter inch. It's quarter inch, and that's all it takes. That's all it needs, and it does the trick. keeps everyone clean, keeps me happy. No measles here.
They're incredible.
So that's all I got for the feel good. So I was hoping now we could just really get into the negative stuff, the real rants.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
yeah. You gotta.
what's
Yeah,
that?
I'll rant about how it's unacceptable for me to make noises like that. Just going around. Like I was at a coffee shop today, and there's this homeless guy just kind of came up and sat next to me. He had a Heineken in hand, right? He just kind of walks into the shop. He's just drinking this beer. It's 9:30 in the morning. And like no one says a word, right? He sits next to me and like just kind of go for like 10 minutes, drinks his beer and just walks out. I thought that was hilarious. I mean, like no one like of course no one's gonna say anything. The guy just I guess the rant, it should be more acceptable to make the grunting noises.
Like why do you want to grunt? What do you want to do?
It's I don't know.
But if it's acceptable for everyone to grunt, would it even be fun anymore?
That's very
Isn't
true,
part
yeah.
of the fun the thrill of everyone around you being like weirded out or annoyed or scared?
Yeah, that's true.
That adrenaline rush.
Yeah, the fucking thrill of it.
Yeah, the thrill of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all started off ironically, and now I can't stop doing that.
Ever since skydiving, you can't get enough of that thrill, so you go around to random places grunting and
the skydiving. Did we ever talk about the skydiving story?
I think we did. I think we talked about you blacking out on here.
Oh yeah.
I think we for sure did.
Oh yeah. That was another birthday. Oh, was it was some kind of surprise for you, wasn't it?
It was a surprise, but it wasn't a birthday. It was a weird surprise, but I think we covered it. You know, we're supposed to go fishing. Kid took me fishing, but actually went skydiving. I was like, oh wow, I'm so surprised, and then I was falling out of a plane. So yeah.
Anyway, this is a rant that I've done previously that's kind of resurfaced. The Moon PR team is at it again.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the second? There's only been 2 supermoons so far this year. You know, did you see the second one last week, Kurt?
Well, was that the one that I didn't? No, I didn't see it. That's the one I sent you, right?
Yeah, that's the one you sent me.
Yeah, no, I just saw all the huff and puff about it, and I figured you'd be interested in that. And then I quickly, made a quick post or a quick story on Instagram. But no, I didn't actually see the supermoon. I think I saw the last 10 of them. So.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if the Moon PR team has gotten the word super confused with full, because it seems like it's just a full moon now.
Full moon? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like the fact that we've had 2 supermoons within the first 2 months of the year it's got to be a little suspicious for all the moon enthusiasts out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what the? It was supposed to be the biggest supermoon of 2019 or something of all time.
So far in 2019, probably.
The brightest moon. I don't know. It's the highest it's ever been in the sky. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
I think they were just shining. Everyone kind of, all the Moon PR team from all around the world kind of got together and just shine their spotlights into the sky to make it look a little brighter. And I don't know if that would actually work, but I feel like they did something like that. They tried to kind of jinx us. They tried to get us.
Yeah, they're onto us, all right. We're the only ones calling out the Moon PR team. Goes all the way to the top.
Do you think they're listening?
Of course they're listening, yeah.
But they can't do a shit about it.
They can't do shit.
I got a few rants. I want to get into this right now. You know the measurement cups for like cooking, like 2 cups, 500 mils, blah 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 blah. Pour all
I'm familiar with those.
Your flour in there. You put your milk in there, whatever. Yeah, you got 125 mils. That's great. Problem is, 2 cups, like the 2 cup mark on the 2 cup the measurement thing. That's not actually equal to 2 cups. Like if I told you, Randy, I want 2 cups of water, the the amount of water that you got me would not be equal to the actual measurement 2 cups. Do you catch my drift here?
How is that possible?
I don't know. I don't
Wait,
know.
so you're telling me if you get 2 cups of water, that's not 2 cups? Yeah, not 2 cups of water?
Right. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you 2 cups is not actually 2 cups. But somehow they've got it ingrained on all of our kitchenware that it is 2 cups. But it's not. It's not 2 cups.
So
it's ridiculous.
I'm just gonna line it all up here. So the volume, if I had 1 cup, okay. So I got 1 cup here.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna put it into another cup. No, I'm gonna put it into my bowl. So I have 1 cup of water, with my 1 cup measurement. And I put the other cup. I fill it up again, so 2 times. And I put it into the bowl, and then I get a 2 cup measurement, and I fill it up with water and put it into a different bowl. Those volumes would be the same or different?
They would be different.
What?
They would be different. Don't you get it, Randy?
How is this possible? How has humanity survived this far?
I know. I realized that. I think I was making something the other day, and it said
2 cups.
2 cups, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't 2 cups. It says it's 2 cups, but it's not. And
Kurt, I'm looking here. Are you sure? I just Googled. Okay, 1 cup is 16 tablespoons. 2 cups is 32 tablespoons. It all adds up.
What do you mean it all adds up?
Like I just Googled 1 cup.
Yeah,
16 tablespoons.
I don't think you understand.
And then I Googled 2 cup. Yeah, it should be the same.
Okay, so 2 cups is not 2 cups. And what I mean by that is there's the measurement thing that you use for cooking and baking, and it's got all the lines on there. It says 1 cup, 2 cup. It says 250 milliliters, 500 milliliters. Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. So if I said, Randy, I'm making a cake. Can you get me 2 cups of sugar? You would pour, the sugar into that thing and line it up to the 2 cup mark, right?
Yeah.
Right. And that's great. But if Randy, I said, I'm thirsty, could you please get me 2 cups of water? You'd go get some glass and you'd fill that up, and then you'd probably get another glass and fill that one up. And I'm telling you, that's not the same amount.
Kurt, that's what you're talking about this whole time?
That's what I'm talking about the whole time.
I thought you were trying to tell me there's like another measurement called 2 cups. That was different from 2 cups of whatever. Well, yeah. Oh my god. All right.
I don't know what you were getting at.
You just don't like having the measurement thing being called a cup. So like that's like calling it a bowl, like a bowl of whatever.
If they call it like in milliliters, that's fine. Sure, it looks like 500 milliliters to me. Sure, it looks like 400 milliliters to me. You pour it and you say, I got 2 cups here. I say, Randy, that's not 2 cups. It's not even close. I sweat that much in my sleep. And come on. Smarten up there. Anyways, people, let's just write a letter to your local mayor's office and say, no, that's unacceptable. Go back to the drawing board.
So what would you have it just in everything in milliliters, like a normal?
Sure, that's one solution. I'm open to get creative.
Should we call it a Yule?
Yeah, sure. You
Give
call
me
it a
one
Yule.
Yule of water, please.
Yeah, and everyone would know. Well, a Yule is different than a cup, obviously.
Right.
So,
right. Okay.
Seeing different amounts wouldn't confuse anybody, including myself. So those are a couple different ways, people. So think about it. Think about it. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, the other thing, be open to it, guys. Just be open to it. All right.
The other thing that's it's so stupid. So you go onto a calendar. So I go on my computer right here. I click in the bottom right corner, and there's a little calendar that pops up. And you know what? It looks great. February 2019. It's got Sunday at the top left through Saturday, and Saturday's on the top right. Normal, right?
Yes.
Yes. Then I go on to say, I don't know, Airbnb, the website, and I'll go to book some dates. They'll have Monday on the left. And they'll have Sunday on the right.
Christ.
It totally throws me off
You
because
can't
I'll be
deal with
like
that.
looking at dates on my calendar. I'm like, yep, I can take these dates off. I'll go on Airbnb and look for places. I'll be like, wait a minute, something's not right here. And I've got all the dates. I've got the wrong year and month. Everything's wrong because they've got Monday on the wrong side of the calendar. All the days are not lined up the same way. It's a complete disaster. I have no idea why some websites and places do that. That's wrong. That's wrong. No negotiating here.
How does everyone keep on like screwing this up? And like, why isn't
It's
the world
simple.
deciding like the day month year or month day year?
I know. I figured that out too. Holy moly!
That's even worse. I mean, Christ, when it's like, it's just a nightmare to deal with.
It really is brutal when it's like when all the numbers are like under 12 and you're like,
Yeah.
wait, what day is it? What is it?
Isn't it get worse?
July?
Yeah.
Is it July 1st? Is it January 7th? Yeah,
I
it's
think we're
just
in the first 12 years of our century here, because I mean, if it was like, February 7th, 2008, it would just be a disaster writing that out. Everyone's doing like 02, 08, 14, just throwing them in different orders. Like, no one gives a shit what's happening.
well. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Oh, I
like,
see what you mean.
If it was 2008, say, then it'd still be within the realm of being a month, if that was
Right.
listed first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is dumb as well. So I can't have any of that.
Do you have a calendar at home? Do you have like a hang-up calendar?
I don't have a hang-up calendar. I have one at work. It's not hanging up though because I have no room for it. But I stole one from ICBC, although they gave it to me. So, but I said I'm stealing
Those
this.
idiots. Yeah. You never
Yeah.
saw it coming.
No, I don't have one at home. Do you?
Sometimes I do. Not right now.
So, like yesterday, did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why
I don't
did you
want
take it
anymore.
down?
Yeah.
Couldn't just stand to look at it today?
Yeah.
It's just
Monday
it's
is
a mood
put on
thing.
the
Like,
wrong thing.
brutal. Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
How about this? Here, now that we're sticking with like time and stuff, people who operate with a 24-hour clock instead of the 12-hour clock. What do you think? Psychopath or extremely intelligent?
I think it has to be a combination of both. Because, I think it's a combination of both. I mean, you got to be smart enough to, do the whole mental math thing in your head. Like, oh my God.
Right. It takes a special type of person to be able to do that.
You also have to be like someone who's a little off the rocker, to want to.
I'm picturing like a
go
Twitch.
through that much effort.
Yeah.
He's kind of twitching. He's the kind of guy that wears like these not stylish watches, but like watches that have like the Velcro kind of straps
Right.
on.
Right.
He's
Is it
that
a
kind of
digital
guy.
or is it a?
No, it's a 24-hour. It's
Oh.
yeah. I guess it has to be digital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say psychopath, but I can kind of understand your reasoning. You got to have a certain amount of.
You have to think you're smarter than everyone too to do that. You want to prove to everyone, like, when someone asks you, "Oh, what time is it?" Well, it is 20:42. What?
You gotta go around
wanna
like at
prove
least
to
1
everyone
week
you're smart,
speaking
motherfucker.
with a 24-hour clock. Like everyone's trying to make plans, and you're refusing to use the 12-hour clock. Only use the
Okay, see
24-hour
you
clock.
at 2100.
And everyone's like, "What the? What does that mean?"
Who invited this guy?
That's awesome.
It kind of would be funny just to see what everyone's reaction to me.
I could.
Busting
You're
out.
definitely the type of person that would do that. Like you're the
I'm smart
prime.
enough and,
You're actually.
and almost crazy enough. So
You're right. You're
Yes.
actually when I think of like a test subject for anything, you name it. First thing that comes to mind, like getting out of a maze, or like a jigsaw puzzle, or eating ants or something. You're like the first person that comes to mind as like a potential test
what
subject.
does that mean?
Like
What the fuck does
if
that
somebody
mean?
asked me like, who can we put in this cage to see how long he can last with all these
All these variables.
bumblebees or these whatever, and I'll be like, I got a guy. I got the guy for you.
Just because like I can tough it out, or just
you're tough, you're versatile, you go with the flow, nothing phases you, adventurous, like all these
bumblebees out there.
Yeah, like, so if anyone comes up to me with some crazy ideas, I will probably recommend you.
You know, I'd probably do it if it was for science.
For science or size?
For science. My old maiden science.
Yeah. Yes, really. You'd still go there, even after that harsh breakup.
Yeah. They're still part of us. We're still together. You know?
Right. Okay. Well, that's great. The other thing I was going to go and mention was, I got a couple bombers. I noticed this on 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was at a nice restaurant.
Yep.
And you know how I knew it was a nice restaurant? Because I knew the restaurant. I looked at it online beforehand. I've been there. I've seen it. That's how I knew. But also, if none of that was true, and I was just walked in with a blindfold, I would have found out in the first 5 minutes, because they brought us a dish of warm bread. And the difference between like the top prime cut restaurants of today and Joey's Seafood or McDonald's or Arby's, Subway, Booster Juice, Mulix, Burger King, anyways, the difference between the top restaurant and all these other ones is the warm bread. It's the warm bread versus the cold bread. If somebody brings you cold bread, it's like, Somebody brings you no bread, that's a red flag. But warm bread, that's like, okay, I'm in for something special. I'm going to undo my belt and enjoy my dinner.
Yeah, pass.
You don't like warm bread? Oh, yeah, you don't like bread.
They're trying to fill you up before the big meal.
Well, you don't have to have bread.
Yeah, you do.
You don't have to. I mean, this would be an interesting task for someone like yourself in a room if somebody just came and kept giving you plates and plates of bread to see how long you could go without eating it. Or
those bread near.
Warm
it's
bread.
Been 24 hours. He hasn't touched the bread.
My dinner should be here any minute now, but they keep bringing me this fresh bread.
Just get more rattled. Sir, where's my food?
How much longer? Oh, it'll be just a couple minutes. Here's
some more warm bread.
Some more warm bread, sir.
Okay.
They keep bringing it, even though you're not touching it. They're just piling it up.
Just piling on this bread. Let's get this bread. I know it's a nice restaurant is if it has a cloth napkin. I'm a big fan of the.
It's like every restaurant ever.
No, they always have a lot of them have the disposable napkins. Maybe I just have I have a low standard for a nice restaurant here.
You do,
but it's just the cloth napkins. That's nice.
Did it also have glasses?
Did
like instead of
napkins
plastic
have glasses?
Cups, like maybe some cutlery instead of using your hands.
Yeah, I see what you're doing there, Kurt, and I'm not gonna bite into it. Okay, I like cloth napkins. All right,
that's all right, but it's a low standard for a nice restaurant. Like any mediocre restaurant.
What else am I supposed to do? I can't eat the bread.
They don't have to know that.
On the cushion.
You got to give everyone the impression that you're strong-willed and you don't want the bread. You want your dinner. So you can, when they offer you bread, maybe you let them put it down on your table, but you don't take any.
just waste some food just for the hell of it.
It's the price you have to pay, or the price the restaurant has to pay. In that case.
For my business.
Here's one thing, just on a different note. So, like obese people playing the trombone. That
hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious every time. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's funny. It's classic.
And like, And it's okay. It's so hilarious, and everyone knows it's hilarious that it's like okay to laugh at. Like everyone knows, like
You have to be made of stone not to laugh at. Like if I haven't seen it happen in person. If I saw a fat guy playing the trombone, I'd be laughing.
yeah, and everyone would be like, they'd probably see what you're laughing at and laugh too, or they'd understand. Maybe they saw it yesterday, so it's just not as funny today. But they totally understand. They wouldn't like be like, "Wow, that guy's rude." They'd be like, "Yeah, that's funny. I saw that yesterday, and I laughed out loud." But I don't know. I saw it in a movie again, the other night, and I was thinking, I was laughing. I was laughing out loud in the theater, and I was just thinking to myself, like, this is always funny. This is like one joke that will never get old, and it's also one joke that seems kind of like mean-spirited in a way, but everyone understands, like, it's okay because you can't help but laugh at something like that.
Oh, yeah. Like, you have to ask, like, would it be funny if it was just a skinny guy playing the trombone? Like, probably it's like a funny instrument, but it's 10 times funnier with a fat guy doing it.
And I can't really explain why. It just is.
Yeah.
Just the way things are.
Yeah.
And
that's okay.
And on that note, do we end?
And finito.